welcome to my channel. My name is Captain Mavie and I'm here with my precious Buccaneers. Say hello, Buccaneers. Say hello. Say you love it over here and you're having fun. Invite all the Buccaneers from YouTube to come to Twitch and say hello. Well, today we are gonna react to this video called The Dark World of VRChat. Feature iamLucid. This video is from Visual Venture and really called my attention because I do love like VRChat a lot and stop asking for help. Don't ask for help. You are having fun in here. You love it over here. No one is gonna help you, Baka. No help. No help for the Buccaneers. Just love, right? Okay, so this video really caught my attention because I do really love VRChat, and I know a lot of people think like VRChat is a safe place for children, but I don't think VRChat is a safe place for children. So I want to know what's going on, you know. I want to know what is happening here. Yeah, so let's react. Oh, by the way, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I don't know, leave something in the comment, maybe your favorite color, favorite food, or whatever you want to say. Help me to grow here in YouTube and help me to get to the 10,000 followers. Okay, so let's go, let's react. Boom.
Yeah, no, I mean, I pay well. Like, people that are with me, they're happy. Like, there's one girl who quit her day job because it, pays. It pays really well. Yeah,
what?
It's my full-time job. That's all.
What do you mean? What do you mean you pay? What? Wait, what? So people pay for that in VR?
All I do is make.
Okay, we'll start. This is more. This is more that I'm expecting.
VRChat.
It's becoming so hyper-realistic to a point where people are making mods and little additions that they can add to their avatars that gives them fully working private parts.
Oh, I know about this. Like, you can make that part on your avatar, and I believe there's technology where you can actually feel stuff, you know? Like, I know there's a chest that it is like like a chest suit, let's say, and you put it on, and every time someone touches you in VRChat, you can feel it IRL with that chest, with that vest, or whatever it is called, you know. But I know there are loot things as well, and I know because I do have a friend that makes avatar that you can make the parts of the avatar, you know.
So I got something in the mail. This is honestly unreal. I'm like super thankful for each and every one of you guys because without you guys, this would not happen.
The video.
So thank you. So in this video, my friend and
someday, guys, some days I will have one of those.
YouTuber iamLucid talked about his true thoughts on VRChat. The things he says are pretty shocking. VRChat is one of the biggest virtual reality games out there, with over 20,000 people playing the game every single day. It's practically the home of the VR community. People can escape into new, exciting, and sometimes strange worlds and be whoever they want. I like to say it's like dreaming with your eyes open. But what happens when virtual reality becomes your actual reality? For those of you who are unhappy with your lives, VR becomes your happiness and your way of coping. And that's when addiction takes root.
Yeah. I dropped my toasty. No. Hi, Mavie. Hello, Zach. Welcome. Holy mother of God, we gotta be careful with this, you know?
I have people on my friends list. Every time I log on, they're online. Every single time. Like whether it be 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, they're always online. They literally live inside of VRChat.
Omega Recovery, a mental health service, released an article explaining some of the symptoms of VR gaming addiction, and it's bad. People would stop doing things as simple as cleaning or eating. When researching, we even found some people who put off sleeping to stay in the game. They would isolate themselves from their friends and family, only wanting to talk with people in VR. And lastly, people experience serious issues like depression, anxiety, and increased aggression.
The way that people can get addicted to VRChat and games alike is when they're lacking of something that is necessary in their real life, and then they use VRChat as an escape from those problems.
It is sad,
A YouTuber called Mr. Drew came forward with his own.
I mean, I believe all the games have a positive side and a negative side, and VRChat can be a positive as well. Not everything is like this, but it depends on the people, you know, how you take it. Because if you know everything, you need to do everything with caution, you know. So sometimes these people forget about everything, like they don't care and they just live there. I know a lot of people that spend a lot of time in VRChat, even doing exercising. And I know people that have an actual relationship, a life, and they work out in VRChat. They don't go to the gym. They just log in VRChat and go to a dancing class or whatever and do things like that. I can do that, but not living in there.
Story. After he was introduced to
You're
VR
right.
by a friend,
It depends
Drew
on
got
every
himself
people,
an
you know?
Oculus Rift and started playing free demos. And once
Yes.
he finished those,
Yeah, it depends if you have an addictive personality or not. I mean, you need to be aware. Like everything in excess is dangerous. You know. I know that makes you happy. I know you have a lot. You found a lot of people, cool people over there, and you can be whoever you want in there. But it's not healthy for you and your mental health.
he discovered a new game, VRChat.
I soon found myself spending hours upon hours in VRChat, making friends, singing karaoke,
Yeah.
watching movies, exploring worlds, playing games.
Sadly, it wasn't long before these sessions would spiral out of control, and before Drew knew it, he was hooked.
I bought index controllers and Vive trackers, allowing my fingers and entire body to be tracked while in VR. This only fed into my addiction, making it harder and harder to leave this weird world I felt pulled into.
Soon, Drew started to experience some of the symptoms we talked about.
I started to sleep while in VR, only removing the headset to go to work. It was as if the virtual world was my primary reality.
Oh no.
As if I was living in this metaverse and only leaving it to keep the body I was plagued with IRL alive.
But after 2 months of recovery, Drew was able to heal and is now able to enjoy VRChat in a healthier way. But there are so many people like Drew who get dangerously hooked on this game. On VRChat, the servers you join are called worlds, and some of these worlds can be gateways to even bigger vices, because there's a darker side to VRChat.
Yes.
One that includes staying
Like in
out
every
late and
game,
partying
right?
right inside your headset.
Malia
The
is playing with
VRChat
my friends
nightlife.
someday, perhaps watch videos. That's
The
it.
nightlife
Yeah.
is the term used
Like yeah, it's nice. You can exercise. I don't know, go to lessons, maybe dancing classes over there. You can watch movies. You can visit worlds or play video games, and that's it. But like living your day by day in there, I don't think is healthy. No, it's not. It's not at all, you know.
for activities available for people
Like sleeping
at
in
night.
VRChat,
This
hell
can mean
no.
things like bars, nightclubs, and casinos, and can also mean darker things like substance issues and other activities not safe for work. But what if I told you that
yeah.
these things happen on VRChat too? The buried underneath this game filled with silly avatars is a disgusting nightlife. Well, it does, and it's thriving. Every Friday and Saturday night,
Well, you know, on my birthday, I don't remember which the birthday before this one. Like my Spanish community threw me a VR party, and I got this girl dancing. I got a stripper for. I got a stripper for my birthday, and she danced on my face and shake her butt. I'm a straight woman, but I really enjoy it, you know. I'm a straight guys, I swear. But it was really nice to see an anime girl dancing. Bow, 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 bow. And it was nice. It was really nice, actually. Yeah. I had a lot of fun that night. It was like a little party. I didn't drink or anything. Because like VRChat by itself like gets me dizzy a little bit, you know, because I'm not used to it. If I move too much from one place to another. But I know there were a lot of people drinking and doing, and it was like a normal night to them, you know. It was normal, like another night, you know.
VRChat worlds like the Void Club were filled with hundreds of users. The Void
sleep.
Club is
I don't know,
a
just
nightclub
like to
with
do a lot of
DJs, a
things,
dance
you know,
floor, and other
sleep,
concerning
dancing.
features.
There's like back rooms. There's like secret rooms that you can lock the actual doors on. Sometimes people can, you know, go into a door or into like a room and get freaky with each other inside of the Void Club.
And while everyone in the VRChat community has different opinions about the place, there's one thing that seems dangerously common. People drink in the Void Club. And I don't mean virtual drinks. People will drink massive amounts in real life while playing VRChat.
People
Yes,
obviously just
I
get drunk there a
know.
lot. They dance there a lot. But you would kind of expect that of like a regular club, but inside
Yes,
of VRChat and inside
they
of
do
human beings,
that.
it's anime boys.
And this may not sound like a problem,
Yes,
but
they
it might
sleep
when
in
you
there.
realize that VRChat's
I don't imagine sleeping in VRChat. I mean, I kind of can imagine because there are worlds, really cozy worlds, you know. The other day I found a world. It was under the water. Like the lighting was so cool. The sounds were amazing. It was really cozy. I was like, oh my god, I wish I can be here like for real and have a nap here, you know, because it was really cozy and really nice. But I don't know. I think it's kind of uncomfortable sleeping with a VR set on your face, you know, like no.
age rating is 13 and up. Not only do young people feel pressured to join, but it can leave them vulnerable to these party animals, and sometimes to preds. In an interview done by Brandon FM, the person he interviewed revealed a group of men who would look for vulnerable girls on VRChat.
They gather women, whether it's in the world they're in or through invites. They don't really ask their age at all. They don't really care about what age they are.
Once they had a group of girls, they would start a drinking game with them. One guy would stand in the middle of the group and play a song. Throughout the song, he would raise his hand, and whenever his hand was raised, the girls would have to drink. And this game would go on for a long time because they prepared a list of songs to keep the girls playing.
By the time that they were done with all the songs and stuff, they basically have their picking of drunk girls.
Sure, this may not be in real life, and they can't do anything physical to them, but they could still easily influence them. And sadly, this isn't the only group like this. On VRChat, there are dangerous groups that seek to cause damage. The gangs of VRChat. Before we talk about these insidious gangs, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Incogni. So I'm especially passionate about Incogni because my goal for this channel is to help you guys stay safe online. Chances are your personal information is floating all over the internet. If you try typing your name or your parents' name online, you'd probably find information that you thought was private. Your email, phone number, or your home address. When I searched up my own name, my information was everywhere. Thousands of companies are collecting and selling your personal data without you even knowing it. And you have the right to request that your personal information is deleted. But the problem is, I tried doing this myself manually and it took forever. Incogni takes care of this automatically. They reach out to data brokers for you. After 1 week, my information was removed from 31 different sites. To get started with Incogni, click the link in the description or go to incogni.com/visualventure. The first 100 people to use the code visualventure will get 20% off. Okay, honestly, if you guys are serious about keeping your personal information safe online, Incogni will help. Personally, for me, I'm going to use them probably as long as I live. Click the link in the description and use the code VisualVenture to protect yourself right now. Like all online games, there's a toxic side to their communities. But most games don't come close to VRChat. Valorant has salty players, Warzone has kids yelling slurs, but VRChat has gangs. And
League of Legends, you didn't mention League of Legends.
Silly as that sounds, they can be pretty serious. iamLucid gave us an inside look into the minds of these gangs.
What a VRChat gang pretty much is a group of people that meet online. Usually they have issues with their own family in real life, as far as I can tell. So they feel like they have to get that family protection feeling that all us humans innately need and want. So they meet these gangs online in VRChat, and they feel like, okay, I'm part of this like bigger group. I feel like I have purpose in this life because of my, you know, cult that I am currently in.
What these gangs do is take advantage of VRChat's vulnerable systems to crash people's games remotely.
I put something into the gun so it would shoot out particles. It crashed the entire world except everybody but you would just delete.
These gangs believed that they would gain clout for
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like the items you get in VRChat, like holy.
crashing people, but they also did it to silence people who knew about their illegal operations. It turns out that these gangs actually stole people's custom-made avatars and would resell them for an insane amount of money.
Like ripping avatars and like reselling them and things like that. Oh, thousands of dollars easily. I would say at least 10,000.
And iamLucid talked about the consequences of messing with these gangs.
They all have like a mob mentality, group motive, where if they don't like somebody or a person doesn't fit into their like beliefs, for an example, they'll get put on something called the KOS list.
If they see a user on the KOS list or on site list, they go after them with everything they've got. These gang members would have apps on their PCs to scan thousands of VRChat worlds to see who's in them. Sometimes they would even try to get rid of them permanently through something called a GPU crasher. With a GPU being one of the main components of your PC, you'd be lucky to play Minecraft at 12 FPS without it. This is how it's done.
On an avatar, there would be some sort of particle effect or like a mesh crasher, and it would have so many particles in it, and it would just keep, instead of closing the game like it would do now, it would leave it open. So if you left your game open, it would spin your fan and spin your fan faster and faster and faster until boom.
The VRChat developers eventually
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
stepped in and introduced safety settings in an attempt to stop the GPU crashers, but the problem still happens today. Currently, the gangs have seemingly gone underground, and no one has heard of them since their peak in 2020, but some still say they stalk the servers searching for new victims. Roleplay. ERP. Roleplay is exactly what you think it is. For the sake of YouTube, I'm going to be referring to this as roleplay or RP. While it's nothing new, it's been in online games for decades, and it's one of the main parts of VRChat. In some VRChat worlds, there are private booths people can go to, fully equipped with beds, soundproof walls, and a lock system to keep people from seeing what goes on behind closed doors. People even use full body tracking specifically for this purpose.
I want full body tracking.
To a point where people are making mods and little additions that they can add to their avatars that gives them fully working private parts.
But what makes this especially bad is once again the young people playing. A study from 2019 shows that 51%.
Oh guys, the other day, after this video, please remind me to show you something. I'm really wow. Okay, please remind me after this video. I need to show you an avatar I really loved from this girl.
Of 11 to 13-year-olds have seen content of that nature online. But VRChat takes it to another level. Not only are there VRChat worlds made for this, but also avatars designed with RP in mind. These kinds of avatars are not allowed on public servers like the Void Club, but yet so many VRChat worlds have it. To show you just how much inappropriateness there is, we sent our scriptwriter CJ into VRChat, and these were his findings. There's some worlds we found that were so graphic we can't show them to you guys. One world was centered around a certain niche. When you entered, it stated that you had to be 18 or older. On the surface, the world seemed pretty normal. It had chairs, a couch, and a TV screen, but there were 4 private rooms. Each room had a restraining device in the middle of it, and on the table beside it were different tools. What disturbed us the most was that these restraints came in different sizes, and not all of them were adult size. So iamLucid, and myself included, believe that this role-playing epidemic could be the future, and there's a huge problem that comes with that.
They get this hyper-realistic expectation of their partner looking a certain way, acting a certain way, and especially in VRChat, when you have a full working body identical to real life, nobody in real life can mimic that exact visual appearance that the VRChat anime girl that was made in Blender and Unity will ever come close to a real human being.
And while we can't stop the creators of these RP games, we can do our part and encourage our friends not to join in. The story of Tech Gangster.
Wow.
There are so many preds on VRChat, but there's one who was so infamous that his name alone would make people furious.
Gangsta, the dancer?
is a very well-known fellow around these parts, at least.
No.
I literally know 30 women who had encountered with this one guy.
The clip you just saw came from the YouTuber Quits. Quits' brother was harassed by Tech Gangster, so Quits went on a mission to find Tech himself.
And
he
what
went
do
to
you
different
mean?
VRChat
What is the
worlds
Tech
to ask
Gangster?
people about Tech, and clearly they don't like him too much. But who is this guy?
Yeah, it's kind of gross. It's very gross, but I don't understand what is the job of a tech gangster. Like steal something from you, or steal your
What did
avatar?
he do? Tech's real name is actually Brent, and he took advantage of countless women across VRChat. Quits interviewed 2 key people from Brett's life, his former friend and
I
his
don't understand.
ex-girlfriend. During the interview with his former friend, who we'll call Megan, Quits found some sickening details about how he played VRChat.
His surroundings, he always had little children around him. He would be such a bad influence on them.
Brent would also let his anger get in the way and would verbally lash out at Megan. The next interview with Brent's ex-girlfriend revealed the dark truth about living with him in real life. She said that he would do things like dump her food, throw stuff, pour liquid on her couch, and much more that we can't talk about over here. Thankfully, she's safe from him now, and I hope she's doing okay. As for Brent, no one truly knows what happened to him. Some say he still visits VRChat, but I just hope people know to stay away. But if you thought Tech Gangster was bad, he's just the tip of the iceberg, because this next person took advantage of people and made an organized business out of it. The adult business. On May 19th,
There is adult
2022,
business. I know their dancing business. Like, if you want someone that if you want a dancer for your event or because you want to have a VRChat party, you can hire a dancer. And they're like top dancers and they're like normal dancers, and you can hire them. Even you can hire like mute. For example, if you want someone that entertains people but that doesn't talk, you can hire a mute, you know. And yeah, I don't know, it is a business there, but I don't know how much deep this is going, you know, like.
VRChat YouTuber named
Yeah,
Verum
you
exposed
can hire
the secret
people
crimes of the
to
user
do stuff.
Maze VSF.
Singers,
Turns out that Maze
dancers,
ran an adult video business
entertainers,
centered
role
around
players,
VRChat. This gave him quite the
whatever
reputation
you
with the
want.
community, and not a good one. He was placed on multiple KOS lists and has been banned from the game over 26 times. You might think that people hated him because of his business, but that's only part of the reason. People truly hated him because of his methods of finding models for his
that's
videos.
a thing.
Maze would
Yeah.
log on to servers and search for vulnerable female users, then manipulate
no.
them with his lies and charm to make them want to join the business.
Yeah, no, I mean, I pay well. Like, people that are with me, they're happy. Like, there's one girl who quit her day job because it, pays. It pays really well. Yeah,
So
this
you
is
like
my
it
full-time
sounds-
job. That's all I do is make VRChat.
Once they're interested, he would ask
Oh.
pictures of their IDs, passports, driver's licenses, and anything to confirm they're adults. But that's not why he asked for their identification. He asked because once the girls sent their personal information over, they had fallen into Maze's trap. He can use it against them. He would also use other techniques to make girls feel
no.
a sense of security. He would say things to make them feel special.
Why do you think I ran up to you? Why do you think it was you who I went up to? You're
Oh
beautiful.
no.
He would also make these girls believe that he was
Don't fall from that. Don't fall from that. How awful. That sounded so awful. Who is that guy? I'm gonna kick his ass.
in love with them and engaged in
Oh,
relationships
no.
with them. And in the real world, these are the
You
same methods
liar.
that criminals use to lure women into. During these relationships, Maze would secretly record their
Hello.
RP
Hello,
sessions
Simbi.
and would make the girls send him pictures of themselves. And not just
Yes.
pictures in VR
Avoid
chat, but
those
actual
people.
pictures of themselves in
Boy,
real life.
welcome.
So that when they realized Maze was exploiting them, Maze could blackmail them into silence.
Because I'm telling you this right
How?
now, if I smell you, if I can smell you near any of my friends or any of my patrons, if I can hear your name, I'm gonna make you regret ever crossing me.
It really makes you wonder, what kind of man would do this?
What? And they do Patreons? Like, what do you do with that? Like, I don't understand. Look, guys, I like this. I wanna do this. This is the VR chat I like, not that VR chat I'm watching right now. Wait, where is it? There's this girl I like. She do VR chat. I believe it's her. Look, she's so cute. I like her VR chat thing. You know, it's normal. I follow a lot of people in VR chat. But oh my god, a lot of sexy waifus. I follow. Oh my god, look at her. Look at her, guys. I love her so much. Look, her avatar is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful avatars I ever seen in my life. Ah, she scared me. Well, yeah.
Well, the same man who would engage in multiple relationships
I want to join VRChat,
while
but
married
not for that.
himself. The same man who was also a father
And I want to have
of
my
2
own
children.
house, you
Maze
know?
had no shame and was even proud of his manipulation skills.
If I manipulate someone into doing what's better for them, so if you're not doing the job, I'll A, kick your ass out, or B, you'll get manipulated into doing what you should be doing in the first place.
But little did Maze know that Verum was on his trail and recorded everything. And Maze finally got what was coming to him. Just a few days after Verum uploaded the video, he released an update on the 23rd of May. Verum's video led to a virtual witch hunt to chase Maze off VRChat, shut down his company, and rescue the girls. Maze was left powerless and came crawling to Verum, begging for mercy.
What the hell is this,
Please
guys?
delete. Please let me die. You win. You've won. You've accomplished your goal. I am not joking. You are not ever going to hear from me again. The rest of your life, you will go on. You might think of me from time to time, and you can feel victorious because you were. Goodbye.
I hope Maze...
It feels like a movie. Is this a movie? Guys, what the frick? It is like the black market of VRChat. They're cool VRChat content creators. Yes, they are. But this is so dark, right?
Faces the justice he deserves, and the girls find the peace they need. But this happy ending is a rare one, believe me. Most stories don't end like this, because sometimes these people cross the bridge from virtual reality to reality. A mother's worst fear. What's a childhood fear you remember the most?
Don't
Maybe
let your
was a
kids
thought
play
of what
this.
lurks under your bed? Or was it a...
Do not install VRChat to your sister, brothers, or whatever. Do not. This is danger. Like, no. I either feel sorrow or grateful for his defeat. Oh my god, this is really dark, right? Maybe. Hello, Buhoy. Thank you so much for follow. Welcome.
fear of something hiding in your closet. Well, one day, that fear came true for someone. In 2020, a mother heard strange noises coming from her daughter's bedroom. Her daughter has been acting strange for the last month. She was secretive, anxious, and was spending more time in her room than with her family. And these noises were the last straw. The mother stormed into her daughter's room and heard shuffling in her closet. She flung the closet open. She screamed. Standing in the closet was a man covering himself up in her daughter's clothing. The man was JR, and he was living in a girl's closet for over a month, and they met on VRChat.
Wait, what? Wait, what? How the frick? How this is... Oh my goodness. What the hell?
The girl was using a fake account on VRChat and told JR that she was an adult. After some time, JR drove all the way from Louisiana to Spring Hill to meet her, which is an 8-hour drive. JR then convinced this girl to let him stay in her house and hide in the closet whenever someone was home. This went on for over a month before he was found and arrested. The public world on VRChat can be a direct line to vulnerable young people who fall prey to these monsters. There's still one more to talk about. And this person created a cult filled with young people. The Imposter. In August of 2022, Brandon FM exposed a cult operating on VRChat. It was called the Dark Guild and was run by Alyssa Afton. On the surface, the guild was a large Discord server that held virtual meetings through VRChat. Alyssa welcomed people of all ages to hang out and chat in a friendly environment, but Alyssa's true intentions were far more evil.
The guild wanted to start operations where they would kidnap criminals like dealers, bank robbers, and such.
Alyssa was encouraging young people to engage in criminal activity and used her reputation to encourage her guild to do what she says.
I don't role about my guild, so I know you might be scared to kill an actual person. It's up to you. I know for a fact I'm doing it again.
Like, VRChat at this point, it feels like the dark web, right? Do they have any, I don't know, system so they can, I don't know, see what their players are doing? Or no, guys? I feel like this is like the dark web, right? You can make any deal over here. You can do whatever you want over here. And no one is gonna know. Imagine if they're happening. Imagine. They should, but internet is huge.
It's too
Alyssa claimed that she ended 5 people. Whether this is true or not, it didn't matter. It terrified the other members, which is exactly what Alyssa wanted. And this leads to what we believe is the real purpose of the Dark Guild: to gather these young people for Alyssa's own desires. Alyssa engaged in multiple relationships with young people in her guild.
Age doesn't matter. He's same age. And I'm dating him.
He's how old? He's...
See?
This audio was secretly recorded by Brandon when he went undercover as a teenager to find information about Alyssa. At that time, Alyssa was not only dating that boy, but also married to another person virtually on VRChat, someone who was attending summer school at the time. During that same recording, Alyssa tried to roleplay with Brandon, even though he said he was too young.
That depends. Are you up or anything?
You mean like ERP?
Yeah.
Alyssa did this with so many people in her guild, and some were affected mentally.
The mental scars this whole experience has put on my mind are so extreme that I was recently diagnosed with Stockholm Syndrome.
Thankfully, Brandon managed to shut down...
What is a Stockholm Syndrome? What is that? Is a prose condition of theory that tries to explain... I don't understand. Can I say oh, I get it. Holy mother.
The entire server. The Dark Guild was disbanded and Alyssa's powers were gone, right? Well, this is where the story should end, but sadly, Alyssa is still out there. But Alyssa's name tells us a lot.
Alyssa changed her nickname, and the nickname of Alyssa Afton is... I don't know.
Alyssa Afton. The name Afton is a reference to the series Five Nights at Freddy's, after the character ended the lives of 5 people. So when she claimed to have done the same, it's clearly a lie. She's nothing more than an imposter. People will still go on VRChat, and that's okay, right? Because my goal is not to get you guys off any platform, but to be aware of the platform. So how do you stay safe?
The best way to stay safe on VRChat would definitely have to be to have moral grounding as a human being. So first figure out who you are, what you stand for, and stand firmly on it, and then you can enter VRChat. Because only then you will have a positive experience in the game and it won't actually ruin you as a person. Because it does feel like you're playing tug of war with the devil sometimes on that game, where everyone's getting drunk and all these avatars are getting all the clubs and all of the above. But if you have a good standing, before you press run on the exe file, you're going to be okay. Matter of fact, it might even be a positive game for you to play.
Doing research on VRChat felt different. It was unlike any other platform we covered because the other platforms were in the palm of your hands. But virtual reality makes you feel like you're living in another world. When people escape reality to go to VRChat, it truly becomes their reality. Like I said, it's like dreaming with your eyes open. Just a few years back, virtual reality was a dream of science fiction. But the internet was also once a dream, and so were computers and smartphones. The future is coming, and my request to you is to spread this message so that we can be prepared once the future is here. Visual Venture.
Oh wow. So, do you remember when the Facebook guy wanted to do like a metaverse world, and he was trying to sell like houses and stuff in the metaverse, and he wanted that everyone like instead of going to the work or working or whatever, like doing in VR. What happened to that? Is that still a thing, a plan, or they leave it just for the parents are kids? No, man. No. Don't get VR for the kids. Don't. Instead, take your kid to the park, take them out, I don't know. Give him a guitar, give him something to draw. Do not. There are a lot of how do you say, like tablets kids, iPads kids, whatever it's called. Like if you're gonna have a children to keep him with a tablet all the time and don't have it, just don't have kids if you're not gonna pay attention to the kid. Why are you gonna have kid? Why?
Nearly every single person that I've met in VRChat has no objective morality. So everything that they do and say that they think is right versus wrong either comes from the laws of the land that they live in or from their own hedonistic pleasures. There's obviously many flaws with this type of thinking. And that's the majority of the school of thought of people
take
inside
take it away from her. Don't let her. Give it, I don't know, a notebook, buy her Legos or something like that, you know. It is the responsibility of the family and the parents, you know. Even if she's addicted, but what she's gonna do? What she's gonna do? Cry for it until she forgets, you know? I remember when I was little, I wanted to play all the time video games, you know. And my family and my grandmother was like, no. No, you're not gonna play until you do this, or go play with your friends, or go with your Lego, or whatever, you know. But it is a responsibility from friends, from parents. You as a brother, you need to teach them, because I understand, like, tablet and iPad can keep the children entertained, and when you're busy or something like that, but there are more things, you know. She can draw, she can play with Legos, she can read or whatever, you know. The parents can do family game night, something like that, with the kids. I mean, it's okay for a moment, but not all the time, because I know there are a lot of videos, there are a lot of places on the internet that is not meant to be for children, and like sometimes the parent does not pay attention to that, and the supposed children content you can find in YouTube is even more disturbing than normal videos, you know. So what is that kid? That kid is going to grow with a lot of weird things on her mind, you know. Like, I remember I used to watch cartoons, disturbing cartoons. And right now, as an adult, I feel like, oh my god, what is this? Like, I remember watching Ren and Stimpy. I don't know if you watched that show when I was little, and the cow and the chicken. What the freak, man? And I remember my family was like, what are you watching? Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nowadays, there are even younger kids have socials. Like, I mean, social network is not meant to be for children. Twitch is not meant to be for children. No. I don't know why parents allow children to watch Twitch. YouTube, you better watch before, like, the channels, and watch the content your children is watching, because most of those content is gonna make your children, is gonna create an addiction to the kid, you know, instead of doing something else. Another thing, my cousin's daughter. Okay, so she had a daughter, and I remember she didn't let the kid watch TV from the moment she was born until 4 years or 5 years. I don't know. Like, the children didn't watch TV because she said something like, I just want her to explode her creativity or something like that, you know? So I just want her to be creative or something like that. And yeah. If I have a kid or something like that, I believe I'm gonna do the same, you know? Like, I'm not gonna let my kid watch TV or take an iPad until she exploded the creativity or whatever it's called. That was another trip, I swear. Future's looking bright, dark looking. Okay, let me finish the video and we'll continue with another.
Nearly every single person lives by that religion.
Yes, they're very important to the child.
Just as the person who would think that if you ask them, you're like, hey, are you depressed? dude, they're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to
It
say
doesn't
yeah.
make any sense. I don't think they really have like the ability to like understand like that is what's causing their unhappiness.
Yeah.
Right.
Like sometimes the unhappiness and the depression, it is. Sometimes we say like it is because we have a lot of problems in our life, but turns out that there can be a lot of reasons, you know. So that's why you need to go see a professional that helps you, and I don't know, like change your life from the things you eat in every way, you know, and start to going out to exercising, take sunlight. It turns out if you don't take enough sunlight, that can give you depression, you know. Like the people that only sleep in the day and at night they're awake, they can be depressed because they don't take enough sunlight, and you need sunlight in order to be healthy. You need vitamins in your body. You need magnesium in your body in order to feel okay. You need a lot of things. Like your body needs a lot of things, and that's the sun. That's going out. That's exercising. That's talking with someone else. I don't know. You need to see a professional, but if you can make those little changes in your life, starting from the food you eat and the places you go and the time you sleep, do it, man. Go sleep in night, sleep at nighttime, sleep your 8 hours, eat healthy, you know, that's a little advice you can start. But of course, see a professional if you feel depressed. But yeah, it is up to you to make your little changes.
Like
those little changes.
Like trying to chase happiness is the specific thing that's leading them away from it.
Yeah.
100%, exactly.
And that makes you sad
them
when
chasing
you
happiness and
when
solely
you don't see
happiness
the
is the reason that
sunlight.
they'll never find it.
Wait, before you go, click this playlist right here to watch more dark internet documentaries.
I really like this channel. Guys, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you. Bye-bye.